Welcome to High Strangeness, where we ask questions and explore all that is strange and unexpected in our reality.
Welcome back to High Strangeness, your haven for the weird, the obscure, and the unsettling. I'm Tony, and tonight, the night before Halloween, we open the crypt of one of cinema's oldest and most enduring monsters, Count Dracula. For our Halloween collection, we're diving fang first into the evolution of Dracula on film over the past 30 years. From elegant to monstrous, seductive to savage, the Count has taken on many forms, and tonight we explore some of them. In 1992, a legend returned in a swirl of velvet, shadows, and blood in Bram Stoker's Dracula, directed by Francis Ford Coppola, where he brought the Count back to his Gothic roots. Played by Gary Oldman, this Dracula was tragic, romantic, and with an operatic flair. His flowing red armor, his bizarre bat transformations, and that voice that was equally a whisper and a growl. This wasn't just a horror film, it was a visual feast. Decent and practical effects, surreal lighting, and a musical score that wrapped around you like a velvet curtain. More importantly, though, it reminded audiences that Dracula wasn't just a monster. He was a symbol of lust, of death, of eternal longing. Oldman's Dracula bleeds passion and despair. And from there, Dracula began to mutate.
Left Budapest early this morning. The impression I had was that we were leaving the west and entering the east. The district I am to enter is in the extreme east of the country, just on the borders of 3 states, Transylvania, Moldavia, and Bukovina, in the midst of the Carpathian Mountains, one of the wildest and least known portions of Europe.
My friend, welcome to the Carpathians. I am anxiously expecting you. At the Borgo Pass, my carriage will await you and bring you to me. Welcome to my home. Enter freely of your own will and leave some of the happiness you bring.
Count Dracula.
I am Dracula. And I bid you welcome, Mr. Hart, to my house. Come in.
Now, leap ahead a decade. Enter the 2000s, an era where horror met high-octane action. The Count got a makeover. He traded his castle for explosions. In 2004's Van Helsing, Dracula, played by Richard Roxburgh, became a campy, leather-clad supervillain. Less Bela Lugosi and more Bond villain. He hissed, he flew, he commanded an army of flying vampire brides, and he wasn't subtle. Now, why the shift? Well, audiences wanted faster monsters, louder monsters. Blade had already redefined vampires as action stars, and Dracula, well, he had to keep up. But here's the strange thing. Even in this form, the myth endured. The Count remained central. He adapted, because that's what Dracula does.
30 years old. Perfectly aged.
Hello, Anna, my dear. The last of the Valerius. Fresh blood rushing through her veins. Here she comes!
I want first bite.
Perhaps that is a conversation for another time. Allow me to reintroduce myself. I am Count Vladislaus Dracula. Born 1422. Murdered 1462.
In more recent years, filmmakers have gotten weird with Dracula, and thank the night for that. Take Dracula Untold, 2014. Luke Evans plays the Count as a warrior king, a misunderstood hero who becomes Dracula to save his people. It was Game of Thrones meets vampire origin story. It tried to make Dracula as a sympathetic anti-hero, but the film fell into that dark pit of franchise building problems. Audiences weren't quite ready for Dracula Begins.
You're in town. No one has ever.
Seems no one has ever had the privilege of leaving either. Those who enter reek of fear. And you, a sense of hope.
Your silver offends me. Cloak it from my sight. What kind of man crawls into his own grave in search of hope?
A desperate one. The Turks threatened to destroy my kingdom. A power like yours. I could stop them. Save my people. Save my family.
How supremely noble, Lord Impaler. House Dracula, son of the devil.
You're mistaken. It means son of the dragon, protector of the innocent.
Do your people know how many innocents you have killed? Was it hundreds?
Yes.
Lie to me again, and I'll open you from your belly to your brain and feed you your intestines.
Thousands.
And when you put them to the stake, what did you feel? Shame? Horror? Power? Answer me!
Nothing. I felt nothing. A greater crime than the act itself.
Then why spill blood, if not for the pleasure of it?
Because men do not fear swords. They fear monsters. They run from them. By putting one village to the stake, I spared 10 more. Sometimes the world no longer needs a hero. Sometimes what it needs is a monster.
And you believe you know what it is to be a monster?
Then came Renfield 2023, which turned the Dracula myth on its head. Nicolas Cage in full Dracula drag, gold fangs, red velvet, and maniacal charm played the Count as a narcissistic boss in a vampire horror comedy. Yeah, it was funny, yes, it was gory, and yes, it was strangely perfect. It reminded us that Dracula is more than a character, he's a template for fear, for power, for addiction, for love, and sometimes even for laughs.
Are you actually suggesting that anything you could do would hurt?
No, I'm sorry. I didn't mean that.
No, it's all right. It's
Really?
all right. Let me explain something to you, okay? I was wrong about you. I should have realized what you were capable of when you were so eager to join me.
I don't think I was eager. I think that you caught me at a low moment and you maybe manipulated me to use
No. I used my power for a lot of things, but I didn't need to use it on you. You were a lawyer who wanted to get rich off a real estate deal. You're the one who used me. You used my power because you're a husk. An empty void that nothing can fill. The only thing that gave your life any meaning was my power. The power you used to bring me victims while you pretended to be one yourself. However, I'm the real victim here. I'm the one you swore to protect. And you abandoned me!
That's not true.
Just like you abandoned your wife and your daughter.
That's not... I didn't...
You can leave your top hat and cane by the door.
Renfield. I'm feeling much better.
Would you like to introduce yourself to the group?
I'm the Prince of Alasia. Some call me the Dark One. Others, the Lord of Death. However, to most, I am known simply as
Renfield's boss!
Over 30 years, Dracula has transformed again and again. Gothic prince, action villain, anti-hero, absurdist icon. But why does he endure? Because Dracula is a mirror. He reflects what we fear in each era: foreignness, disease, seduction, power, death, and immortality. In a world changing faster than ever, Dracula stays still, ageless, patient, and watching, waiting for the night to fall again. And every few years he arises, changed, but always familiar. This Halloween, if you feel something watching you from the shadows of your streaming queue, it's probably Dracula. Again, reimagined, reborn. Thanks for joining me tonight on High Strangeness. I'm Tony, and I'll see you next time when the veil is thin and the strange walks among us. But until then, beware of the bite, and happy Halloween.
Thank you for listening to High Strangeness. This was a glance at some of the strange that exists in our reality.